The new TOEFL Speaking Test 2026 Complete Breakdown. Understand the new structure, question types, and scoring. Major updates to the TOEFL Speaking Test. So now, instead of 4 tasks, we have 11 questions. We have 2 new sections, listen and repeat, take an interview. The purpose is to focus on everyday communication and fluency. Speaking is now the final section of the test. Comparing the old and new speaking test. With the old test, we had 4 tasks. Now we have 11 questions. With the old test, the focus was academic communication. The new focus is real-life communication. With the old test, we had integrated tasks. Now we have listen and repeat plus an interview. The old task was about 17 minutes, and with the new TOEFL, it's about 8. So part 1 is listen and repeat. Here are 7 short sentences. Daily life or campus topics. Repeat exactly what you hear one time. The sentences get longer each time. You have 8 to 12 seconds to respond. Focus on clear pronunciation, good rhythm, and accuracy. Scenario 1, Campus Gym Orientation. You're helping new students learn how to use the university gym safely and politely. Listen carefully and repeat each sentence once. Number 1. Welcome to the university gym. Two, please store your bags in the lockers. 3, always wipe down the machines after use. 4, remember to bring a towel and water bottle. 5, food and glass bottles are not allowed inside the gym. 6, if you need help, ask a staff member near the front desk. 7, before leaving, please return any borrowed equipment and make sure the area is clean for others. Example sentences. Scenario 2, chemistry lab safety briefing. You're assisting a new student during lab orientation. Your job is to explain important safety rules and procedures. Repeat what you hear. 1, welcome to the chemistry lab. 2, safety goggles must be worn at all times. 3, never eat or drink while working in the lab. 4. Keep your workspace clean and free of clutter. 5. Report any broken glass or chemical spills immediately. 6. Make sure all equipment is turned off before you leave the station. 7. When the experiment is complete, carefully dispose of all materials according to the teacher's safety instructions. Example sentences. Part 2. Take an interview. This is a simulated video interview with recorded questions. You'll have 4 questions, 45 seconds to answer each, no preparation time. You will only hear the questions. The topics progress from personal to opinion-based. Interview 1, Online Learning Habits, Question 1. You've agreed to participate in a short online interview about your experience with digital education. The interviewer will ask you a few questions about studying time. Question 1. Think back to a time when you took an online class. What was the experience like for you? What did you enjoy about it? Question 1 model response. A few months ago, I joined an online writing course that lasted for 6 weeks. At first, I was a little nervous because I had never studied through video lessons before. However, I quickly discovered that it was very convenient. I could study from my bedroom and review the lessons whenever I wanted. What I liked most was the flexibility. If I didn't understand something, I could pause the video or replay it without feeling embarrassed. The instructor also gave helpful feedback through comments, which made me feel connected even though we weren't in the same classroom. Overall, it was a comfortable and positive experience that helped me manage my time better and become more independent as a learner. Question 2. Do you prefer studying online or in a physical classroom? Why? Question 2 model response. Personally, I prefer traditional classrooms because I enjoy interacting directly with my classmates and teachers. When I study face-to-face, I can ask questions immediately and see people's actions, which helps me understand better. Online learning is convenient, but sometimes I get distracted by notifications or lose focus because I'm sitting at my desk for too long. Also, the energy in a real classroom motivates me. For example, when everyone is preparing for a group presentation, the excitement in the room makes me want to do my best. So while I appreciate the flexibility of online classes, I believe I can learn more effectively in person since it gives me structure and accountability. Question 3. Some people say online education can replace traditional schools in the future. Do you agree or disagree? Question 3 model response. I don't think online education will completely replace traditional schools, although it will definitely become a bigger part of learning. There are some things technology cannot fully reproduce. For instance, spontaneous discussions, teamwork, and real-time feedback. Those experiences help students develop communication and problem-solving skills. However, I do agree that online learning offers excellent opportunities for people who cannot attend school physically, like full-time workers or students from remote areas, for example. In my view, the best solution is a hybrid system, where students can combine online and in-person learning depending on the course. That way, They get the benefits of both flexibility and interaction. Question 4. Do you think government should fund more free online courses for the public? Why or why not? Question 4 model response. Yes, I think government should invest more in free online education because it helps promote equal access to learning. Many people can't afford expensive university programs or live too far from good schools, so free online courses give them a chance to improve their skills. For instance, someone who wants to learn computer coding or business English can take a free class and later find a better job. This not only benefits individuals, but also strengthens the economy by creating more educated workforce. Of course, funding should be used carefully to ensure quality courses, but overall, it's a smart investment for society. Interview 2 Healthy Lifestyle Choices. You're taking part in a study about how young adults stay healthy. The interview will ask you questions about your daily habits and opinions on health. Question 1. Think about a time when you made a healthy change in your lifestyle. What did you do, and what difference did it make? Model response for question 1. Last year, I decided to start jogging in the mornings because I was feeling tired and unmotivated after sitting at my computer all day. At first, it was hard to wake up early, but after about 2 weeks, I began to enjoy the routine. I noticed that I felt more energetic and less stressed throughout the day. The fresh air in the morning really helped clear my mind, and it even improved my concentration at work. Over time, I lost a little weight and started sleeping better at night. That small habit made a big difference, and now it's something I look forward to every morning. Question 2. Would you rather work out alone or with other people? Why? Model answer for question 2. I actually prefer exercising with other people because it keeps me motivated and makes the experience more enjoyable. When I go running with my friends, we talk, share goals, and push each other to run just a bit farther. Sometimes when I'm tired or lazy, my friends encourage me to keep going, which I wouldn't do if I were alone. On the other hand, exercising by myself can feel boring and repetitive. Group workouts also add a sense of accountability. I don't want to be the one who cancels. So overall, working out with others helps me stay consistent and have fun while staying fit. Question 3. Some people believe that technology such as fitness apps or smartwatches helps people live healthier lives. Do you agree? Model answer for question 3. Yes, I definitely agree that technology can make it easier to stay healthy. Fitness apps and smartwatches track your steps, heart rate, and even how well you sleep. That kind of feedback motivates people to reach their daily goals. For example, my smartwatch reminds me to stand up and stretch if I've been sitting for too long, and it gives me a little celebration message when I hit 10,000 steps. However, I also think it's important not to become obsessed with the numbers. The goal should be to feel healthy and stay active, not just to please an app. Used correctly, though, these tools can really encourage better habits. Question 4. Should schools and workplaces encourage people to exercise during the day? Why or why not? Model answer for question 4. Absolutely. I think both schools and companies should include short exercise breaks in their schedules. Physical activity helps people focus better, improves mood, and reduces stress. For instance, students could do a quick stretching session between classes, or office workers could take a short walk after lunch. These breaks don't take much time, but they can make a big difference in productivity and overall well being. Encouraging movement also shows that the organization values people's health. Of course, it's up to each person to decide how active they want to be, but having the option built into the routine would be a very positive step. You'll see 4 common question types. Question 8 could be personal memory, question 9 a preference, question 10 opinion, and question 11 a policy or broader issue. It'll take about 8 minutes, so it's really fast. Listen and repeat is 7 questions. The interviews are 4 questions. You'll have short pauses between questions. So how the speaking section is scored. Scoring part 1, the key criteria according to the actual rubrics. Exact repetition of the prompt, the highest score only if the response is fully intelligible and an exact repetition, word for word. Minor mistakes permitted for a slightly lower score, maybe 1 or 2 word changes, missing some function words, things like determiners, auxiliary verbs, and prepositions, some slight pronunciation issues. Major omissions or unintelligible response, that's going to get the lowest score, missing large parts of the prompt, many errors, very hard for the listener to understand. Analysis and example. So example of a high score, if you hear, before leaving the gallery, please return your audio guide at the entrance. You repeat it precisely, clear pronunciation, correct stress. Example of a mid-score. You say, before leaving gallery, please return your guide at entrance. So you miss the and audio, slight pronunciation issues. Example of a low score. You say, leaving gallery, I return guide. Many missing words, meaning changed, unclear pronunciation. So here's a tip. Your first priority is accuracy. Repeat the sentence as you hear it. Pronunciation matters too, but accuracy is the foundation. TOEFL Speaking Part 2 Scoring Overview, questions 8 through 11. Delivery. Your speech should be fluid, well-paced, and easy to understand. Minor hesitations and self-corrections are okay if meaning is clear. Long pauses, false starts, or choppy rhythm lower your score. Language use, grammar and vocabulary. You demonstrate control and variety in sentence structure. Occasional minor grammatical errors are fine. Frequent or serious ones reduce your score. Vocabulary should be appropriate, accurate, and flexible enough to express ideas precisely. So, you also want to think about, with the scoring, topic development. So the coherence and the completeness of your responses. Coherence just means everything is well organized, which brings me to the next step. You develop ideas logically and coherently. You give specific examples or explanations to support your opinions. You avoid short or incomplete answers. They sound memorized or underdeveloped. So where the speaking fits in the TOEFL test, now we have the reading, then the listening, writing, and finally speaking. So in other videos coming up in this speaking course, I will help you to master the listen and repeat section. I will give you interview questions and sample answers. You'll complete pronunciation drills for fluency, and you'll have access to full practice tests and self-scoring. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget, subscribe, like, and turn on notifications.